Hey guys, Quack back here. It's been a little while since I've done an update. I was on vacation for a little while. I've been working some crazy morning shifts at work, so I thought, with my afternoons free, might as well shoot a video. I've got a lot to show, but it shouldn't take too long. Start off with a couple non-DVD Blu-ray pickups. I just got an expansion for the game Hive called the Pillbug. I use the pieces on the bottom. If anyone out there plays Hive and has the travel set and wants the smaller pieces, just let me know. I'm sure we can work out a pretty cheap deal. This was only $13, so maybe I'll charge you $6 for the smaller pieces. If you're interested, please let me know. Comment below. So that will go with my game I have Hive, which is a great two-player game if you haven't played it before. Very fun, easy to learn. I picked up a book. I was up in New York in the Adirondack Mountains, and it's actually a birthday present from my mom, but I got Adirondack Fire Towers, their history and lore, the northern districts. Really interesting book. One of my great aunts was a stationed at the top of a fire tower for a few years of her life, so hopefully she's in this. It'll be fun to check out. Now we'll get to some Blu-rays that I picked up. Again, Movie Stop was my store of choice. They had a buy two, get one free sale, and I actually got the first season of The Walking Dead on Blu-ray, the second season, and the third season. And this only ended up costing me, I think, $40, which isn't too bad for 3 seasons of this. I started to watch this when it first aired, but I kind of gave up on it because I was really into the comic at the time. I didn't like the direction they were taking it, but I'm going to give it another chance, and hopefully I'll like it a little bit more than last time, especially with the new prequel show coming out soon. That'd be fun to watch going into it. Most of these were, again, Movie Stop pickups. This is a triple feature starring Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. It has Stir Crazy, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and Another You. I had only seen See No Evil, Hear No Evil before, which I thought was excellent. I watched Stir Crazy the other day, but I wasn't really focused completely, so I'm going to have to go back and watch that. And I haven't seen Another You before. And what I liked about this, most of these, you think they're just going to be a single disc, but it actually included a DVD for each one, which I thought was pretty cool. Even though it's a stacker case, but I'm pretty careful with my DVDs, so I'm not worried about them getting harmed or scratched up. This next one, I'm a big video game documentary fan, King of Kong, Chasing Ghosts, High Score, etc. This one I recently just found out about, called The King of Arcades. It's about an arcade owner named Richie Knuckles, who hosts the Kong Off every year. I actually went to the first one in New Jersey 4 or 5 years ago, but I look forward to check this out. I actually saw myself in the trailer, believe it or not, so that definitely made me want to pick it up. I think this was my brother and my sister's DVD that I got from my mom recently. I haven't seen it, so I was definitely going to check it out before I send it back to whoever it was. These next two were buy two for $5 at Movie Stop. I got South Park, Bigger, Longer, Not Cut, and Basketball, starring Trey Parker and Matt Stone, who of course created South Park. I really enjoyed Basketball. I thought, why not have it for $2.50? And South Park was a pretty good film as well. Super Size Me, if you haven't heard of it before, a documentary about a guy who eats McDonald's for 30 days straight. I figure it's good to have around the house to watch if I'm getting a craving to eat bad. The Adventures of the American Rabbit. Actually, some of these I got at FYE, excuse me. This, I have faint memories of it as a kid, so I thought it was, I think FYE was having a sale as well. Buy two, get one free, so I bought, some of these were just real cheap, so I figured why not. So I'm looking forward to check this out again. I believe Brandon had shown this off a few weeks ago on Saturday Night Insanity, and it was definitely one I wanted to pick up. I'm glad I found it. I hadn't really had any luck finding it, but 10 family favorites. You got Cloak and Dagger, The Wizard, Cop and a Half, King Ralph, Matinee, Sergeant Bilko, Ghost Dad, Ed, A Simple Wish, and The Borrowers. I have seen all of these except The Borrowers, Simple Wish, and Ed. And the rest of them are fun to watch on a Saturday afternoon if it's raining. Matinee is one I really enjoyed, but I hadn't seen it in a while, so I'm glad I was able to find it. This was a shot release that I got in the mail. I forgot I had ordered it, but they re-released Volume 1 of Mystery Science Theater It includes Catalina Caper, The Creeping Terror, Bloodlust, and The Skydivers. I guess Volume 1, when it first came out years ago, has gone out of print and fetches a heavy price. So Shout was generous enough to re-release it. I don't believe, though, that they're going to keep releasing 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. I believe someone asked them and they said they didn't have any plans for that so far. But who knows, maybe if sales are good enough, they would consider doing that. This was also at FYE, Nightmares and Dreamscapes, from the Stories of Stephen King. Excuse me. I read this book a while ago, and I'm interested to see if I remember many of the stories from it. But again, it was cheap, and there's 8 different episodes to check out. This I picked up at Movie Stop. I was surprised to find another one, but I found another steel book, Cooler's Revenge and the Return of Cooler. So this will make 3 out of the 6 steelbooks that I have picked up so far. Maybe I'll have luck and find the other 3. If not, maybe I'll just see if somebody else wants them or resell them. Don't fall on me here. And also I picked up Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego. I believe I got this at Movie Stop before I went on vacation. It was really cheap. I think it was like $2 or $3.99, and you get 40 episodes. I really enjoyed these Cookie Jar / Mill Creek releases. There's a few more I need to pick up, because I think I have Cops and Dennis the Menace. But yeah, I look forward to watching that as well. Let's move this pile before it falls. And last but not least, I picked up some old DVDs I had recently picked up a while back, but then I sold them, and then I was kind of disappointed at myself for doing that, so I was like, all right, let's get back on the horse. And I've had a contact who's been able to hook me up in the past, so he was able to do so again, and I am talking about the Walt Disney Treasures line. He was able to get me these without tins, which is fine. I mean, it's a lot cheaper to get them without the tins, and I just care about the content, not so much the packaging. But he hooked me up with the first and second waves, which include Davy Crockett, the complete series, I believe. Behind the scenes at the Walt Disney Studio. The complete Goofy. Silly Symphonies, which I actually already have with the tin, so I'll probably sell the one that looks in worse condition. Mickey Mouse in Living Color. This was the first release in the Wave 1, I believe. It's a very coveted one. Has all of Mickey's early color appearances. Disneyland USA. And Mickey Mouse in Black and White, the Classic Collection. This is Volume 1. I definitely want to get most of them. Probably not all the releases, because some of them are fetching over $200. I know Ryan Chataway has Dr. Sin, which is a great centerpiece for his collection. But I definitely want to get all the animated ones and any of the ones about, Disney World, Disneyland. I don't really need the Mickey Mouse Club ones or anything like that. But I almost forgot 2 last releases I had picked up, both for a pretty good price, $7.99 a piece, I think. I got, to finish up my collection, I got Transformers Season 3 Part 1 and Season 3 Part 2 and Season 4. Both are in pretty good shape, and both come with the booklets. First volume is missing the film cell, but I'm not too disappointed about that. I really did like the packaging for these, even if the animation suffered a little bit, but that's why we got the Shout releases back there as well. But that is all for this week's hauls. Thanks for stopping by. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also like my video, and I'll see you soon. And then lastly, I picked up some DVDs that I had years ago, and I had a good collection of them, but then I threw them out. And excuse me. In 3, 2, 1.